Well, good afternoon, Wildcat fans, and welcome to the Eagan Civic Arena for the last regular season home game of your Eagan Wildcats. This is Jeff Bergam, along with me and my partner in crime, the Big M. We call him Thomas Manzella. Thomas, it's senior day. You're a senior parent. It doesn't get more special than this.
Oh, absolutely, Jeff. Always look forward to this night, although it's kind of the bittersweet. Last home game for Derek.
Regular season home game here at the Civic.
Yeah, but a big battle tonight. We can't get hung up on all the festivities because there's a big game tonight, as we talked about.
The Wildcats are taking on those pesky Lakeville South Jaguars. And Lakeville South, as you mentioned, Thomas, is a formidable opponent. Eagan went down to Lakeville. I lost, I think, by a goal or two.
Yep. Battle-tested game. Big game here for the Wildcats. Here are your starting lineups. First divisioners from Lakeville South, the Lakeville South Jaguars. Jack Malinsky, a junior. Lucky also, Thomas, is a junior, so they got some younger D out there. They do, Jeff. They're a little bit of a younger team, but they're ranked, I think 10th or 11th in the state right now.
They're near the top 10 of the state right now.
And have had two big wins against Rosemont, who's ranked, it's been top 5 all year. So this is a really well-balanced Lakeville South team with 3 lines that keep coming at you. Yeah, listen to that music, Jeff. It's just,
I tell you what, it's earth-shattering. I can't. The windows are shaking here at the Civic.
And all kidding aside, Jeff, we got a big crowd here tonight for senior night. The place is packed. Jeff,
Thomas?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Go ahead, Thomas.
I was just going to say, Jeff, very stingy Eagan team with the goals against under 2 all season long. And good to see Max back. Max was injured with a separated shoulder a couple games back.
So Rife out there now, one of the senior forwards. So I'm not sure who we got singing the national anthem today. I know that we got a couple of it. I had some rehearsals earlier, I think, in the week. I was curious as to who they've chosen.
They were, but then they also had the Pledge of Allegiance kind of in the routine too. So.
I'm looking over at the players' box and wonder who is out there singing. I don't.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise. Remove your hats and join us in the playing of our Star-Spangled Banner.
I don't recognize her, Thomas. Is that a? Oh, it's a band. Okay.
Yeah, that's a trainer that you were referring to. Yeah, no, that's it. Because it's south. Can't read that. Oh, there it is. There's a light one. It just didn't light up. It should once that.
Well, there we go, Thomas. That's the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, done by the band that made it into town. They got them all by that players box.
So it was a 22 piece?
22 piece. So anyways, we talked about this, Thomas. Again, special day, senior day. There's nothing like it. Lots of emotions, but again, the challenge you have for especially the seniors, Thomas, is they got to play a game, and this is not an easy opponent. Lakeville South is near that top 10 in the state. They're battling for a conference title, and they're good. You couldn't ask for a better opponent as your last game of the season.
Yeah, well,
so it'll be a challenge.
Typically, Jeff, on those homecoming senior nights, you usually try to schedule somebody not as strong so you can make sure that you have a win that night. But we have the opposite here tonight, right? It's going to be a battle, and it's a big 2 points in the sense of, well, it really doesn't matter too much for us in the standings. The seedings are what matter now, that we still could move all the way up to the number 2 seed, which means another home game if you win the first game. Yeah,
we appreciate all the viewers and listeners out there in the World Wide Web. This is Eagan Hockey at the Civic, and we are underway. Puck controlled by the Wildcats, back to Byrne. Now Byrne will shovel it to Meakin. Meakin, he'll fire it down, tipped by Johnny avoided icing, and the faceoff now deep in the Lakeville zone. And again, Thomas Key started out fast, but again, this game, although probably not a lot to do with the conference, section seedings are critical. And the Wildcats could be a 2 seed as a result of today, or it could be a 4. I mean, it is, and that is a huge difference.
Yeah, depending on who you play, and then secondly, home games. And Jeff, the way it's gone this year, home teams are winning almost like at a 90% clip. So you want those home games in the playoffs if you can get them.
What's different the last couple of years now, Thomas, and the fans out there listening, is that there's no longer a semifinal game at a neutral site. Right now, they're doing all the rounds except the finals are going to be at the home rink of the better, higher seed. So again, it's critical to get that high seed because you get potential home games all the way up to the section final.
Yep.
So you're out there with the white line with Byrne, Asta, and Lockenmeyer. Centering pass block. Now behind the net. Now giving chase is Lockenmeyer. Lockenmeyer now battles. He'll battle now with Asta. They go behind the net. Lockenmeyer with the puck behind the net, looking for a centering pass. He gets it out to the point. That's a shot. Goes wide. That was by Rader. Goes deep in the corner. They battle. South controls in their own zone, trying to get a breakout. They'll chip it off the boards. They do that. Back to Rader. Good job by Rader. It gets dropped in the Eagan zone. Giving chase on Byrne. Byrne takes it out nicely in the corner. Aiden Byrne will flip it out. Can't clear the zone. South will keep it in. And they'll chip it down low. Aiden Byrne after it. Byrne will ring the boards out to the point. Kept in nicely by South. A little zone time now for Lakeville South. They'll ring on the corner shot. That gets blocked nicely by White. And here comes Aiden White. He'll cross center ice. He gets taken down. No penalty. Good physical play. And nice job by White to get that puck down low. That's going to be a hand pass. Well, nice job there by Aiden White. He got taken out of the play, but he kept that puck down deep in the Lakeville zone.
Yeah, Jeff, he took a hit to do that, but again, that's always nice when you put it deep into their zone.
Unfortunately, a hand pass will bring it all the way back down to the Eagan zone to the left of Derek Manzella.
And Jeff, it's important we get off to a fast start. Last few games come out a little slow, which, you create that big hill to climb.
Cardenas line out there for the Wildcats. He'll ring the board. That gets taken out. Controlled by South. South shot saved by Manzella. Nice job by Derek to eat that puck up. No rebounds.
And Jeff, that's been kind of the story for Derek all year. That first shot, he's very good at covering up, making sure there's no rebounds. He's got a goals against of under 2. And a .93 save percentage, which is one of the top in the league. And
I tell you what, that defenseman loves the fact that his goalie does not give up rebounds. One of the nightmares by D is you get that puck squirting out, and you got 5 bodies hacking at it. You lose your limited arm getting that puck. Shot now fanned down by the point. Here comes Eagan. Picked off now. Nice job by South there to keep that out of the neutral zone. Here comes Eagan. They'll flip it out now to Johnny Myers. Myers now with it. Nice cross-ice will get the hit to skate at Gibson. Here comes South. South now going into the zone. Giving chase now is Willery. Willery at the behind the net. He'll look for a long breakup pass. That gets that was a potential dangerous pickup, but here comes Eagan. It's Gibson. Gibson now shot goes to the corner. They'll give chase. Gibson and Rife. Rife with the puck. Henry Rife looking for Johnny Myers. Nice play. Henry Rife. Beautiful feed to Johnny Myers, and Myers one-timed it in. That was all set up by Henry.
Yeah, Henry, and again, those two have been on the line most of the year, Jeff, other than we've had some injuries and sickness, and they've done that play very often, one to the other, across to the back door, and Johnny buried it.
Henry waited for that D to commit, kind of snuck over to him, and he found Johnny all alone. And you get that puck to Myers in front of the net, it's going to usually go in.
It's going to be, yeah.
So nice, actually kind of a interesting start. Kind of South had to play the games, and all of a sudden that one chance by Eagan, they get the goal. Now South, again, more sustained pressure in the zone. Back to Rader. Rader will try to circle the board, see he'll get all the way down. That'll be an icing.
Jeff, you couldn't ask for a better, like you said. It was more kind of South with the momentum, and that's kind of been the story for Eagan, coming out a little bit slow. What a lift, though, to get that goal.
But I tell you, it's a game of hockey, isn't it, Thomas? You got a team that was really pressing, keeping the zone. The puck got down to Eagan's zone. Eagan gets a really first offensive rush. First shot, boom, in the net. So now for Lakeville South, you got to be kind of scratching your head a little bit, saying, okay. Little bounce there. Manziel directs it to the corner. Aiden Byrne now looks to chip it out. He does so nicely. Gets the center now. Looks over to Lockemeyer. He'll bring the boards. Giving chases Asta kept in by Willard, but here comes South. They got some numbers now. Lakeville South in the zone. It could be an offside.
How was that not offside?
It wasn't offside, but the play goes on. Backs to Willery now. Ben Willery, senior defenseman. He'll bring the boards out of the zone. And Lakeville South chips it to center ice. South does a nice job to keep that neutral zone control and dump it down deep.
Yeah, and Jeff, South is not one.
Oh, there's a no call there. Boy, that was a trip or a
corkscrew. They have three lines, Jeff, that just come at you. They don't have really one dominant line. They have three really good lines.
Well, so far, South has kind of controlled that neutral zone. They come with speed. There's a broken stick there.
$250 mistake there.
$275.
Oh, is that the 75 stick?
$275, and that's a heartbreaker if you're a parent. Got to work harder and longer to get those sticks. Puck chipped out, kept in the zone now by Lakeville South. They'll flip it all the way down.
That should be waved.
And they waved it off. Line changer for the Wildcats. 12:45 to go in period one. Eagan 1, South 0. Nice pressure applied by the Wildcats for the Myers line. Here comes Lakeville South again. They control that neutral zone. Little chip out.
Nice play by Johnny.
Boy, Johnny anticipated that drop pass. He was right there. But again, Thomas, really controlled by Lakeville South, that neutral zone.
Yeah, they haven't really gotten a lot of dangerous chances yet, but they're controlling the play in Eagan's zone.
And they're hitting that speed, the zone with some speed, which is dangerous for the defense. But nice job there by holding him off to the perimeter. Here comes Eagan. They'll chip it out. But Lakeville South now right on him. Lakeville South now still, they tried to keep it in the zone, could not do that.
It'll be interesting too, Jeff, to see Max Meakin coming back for his first game after separating his shoulder, and
I've not seen him out yet.
Well, he came out. Well, no, he was just announced in the starting lineup.
He has not played yet.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see much of him other than maybe a power play.
Lakeville South now again controls the zone. They'll chip it in low, shot wide. Lakeville South now with the puck, giving up now, chipped out. Here comes Eagan. Nice breakout pass to Byrne. Aiden Byrne now, one of the captains. Byrne, that shot's blocked. Byrne followed it up nicely in the corner, controlled by Eagan. That's Lockemeyer. Nice job. The White looking for a pass. So had Asta, but couldn't find him. Nice idea by White.
That pass was a little too hot too, Jeff, I think, coming through there.
Cross-ice pass by Lakeville South. Here comes the Jaguars. They'll dump it in low. And Byrne over to help out nicely. He'll chip it over to the corner. Asta tries to get it out. Can't do so. Gets dumped in deep. Byrne looking to flip it out. He gets out of the zone. Good job by Byrne to get it out. But here comes again South hitting the zone with speed. Here's a potential break. Is his Rife now. Rife with Gibson. Rife! Oh! Nice idea. Gibson just was out of the range for a cross-ice pass. Look for the rebound. Nice job by Henry. Got to the net, got a shot on goal.
Jeff, that was a intentional shot that he was trying to do a pad pass, but Gibson was just in a little too deep and couldn't get that rebound.
Nice job by Gibson to kind of drag his foot there to stay on side. That was a real close call.
Close call.
I think they would have called Toronto on that. Toronto would have had some say in that when it was real tight. Johnny Myers line out with Gibson and Reif. Defense, you've got Cron and you've got Willery. Buck in the corner. And they're scrum the corner battling. Reif and Gibson back to Johnny Myers. Center pass, got through everybody. Here comes Lakeville South. They'll just chip it out. Kept in nicely by Willery. Willery will dump it back in the zone. Nice job by Willery to keep that neutral zone away from Lakeville South. Pass picked off by Johnny Myers. Just lost the handle at the last second. Checked out now by Cron. Cron now has it. Nice job to get it out, but picked off by South. Here comes Lakeville South. 1 on 5. And there's going to be a
penalty.
Boy, that was of all the stuff that's gone on in this game so far, that was really a kind of a tic-tac. Yeah, and and again, we've talked about this over the many years, Thomas, and many years doing this together. If the officials can just be consistent, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Just be consistent.
And even consistent, Jeff, that was why call ticky-tack penalties like that? When you let 3 or 4 of those, we had the one behind the net, was way worse than that, no call. Right?
Ball controlled by South. Manzella covers up. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear because the music was playing so loud.
The band was so loud.
Oh, yeah.
No, again, Jeff, we had a penalty. They pulled somebody down behind the net, way worse than that. No call, right?
So penalty it's on Leighton Olsen, number 19. I think they called it hooking. I'm not sure what
it was. They called a hook, but they were just really tangled up.
Nice job by Johnny Myers to anticipate that pass, and he'll dip it down low. Boy, little gloves save there.
Remember that, Jeff, right?
That'll be that's in the old notebook, Thomas.
Yeah.
Nice cross-ice pass. Here comes Lakeville South. Lakeville South! Oh, nice block by Byrne. But I don't think they got through. A nice job by Aiden Byrne. Aiden Byrne is going to be one of the better defensemen in the state.
He is.
Pucks. He blocks more shots.
Derek probably sees almost like 10 less shots a game because of all the block shots that he takes in.
And Aiden over the years has just been a master at that.
Yep, look at this. Watch out.
And Gibson, potential breakaway. Again, Cole Gibson, one of his specialties is that penalty kill. Just very good at anticipation.
Well, he's got such good speed too, Jeff, right? One of the fastest skaters out there every night.
Buck now, nice job by the penalty killers for Eagan. They'll dump it down low. We've got Reif, Gibson, Myers, and Byrne for the penalty killers for Wildcats. Here comes South. They'll dump it down low. And nice job by Johnny to be physical and take the puck away.
They really enter the zone with speed.
They have the whole period, and it really has been. It's going to be some problems for the Cats down the road. They can't. They got to take his speed away.
Yeah, they got to jam that up a little bit because they're coming in with a lot of speed.
And as a defenseman, you got to be careful because you can't get caught flat-footed. They'll go right by you. Oh, there's another takedown. That was a good. Well, that could have been a call.
Again,
we'll go on with that.
Watch out here. It's
that could have been a call because that touched one of the players.
Yeah, it did.
So that was a good no call.
But again, Jeff, now we're in a position where what is the next call, right? You just, to your point, the consistency is just so hard now, right?
Nice job by Willard to knock that puck down. Again, here comes South. Lakeville South will do a cross-ice pass. Enters the zone of Wildcat. Shot goes way wide. Picked up by Asta. Asta gets it out to White. Aiden White. White with Lockenmeyer. White. Shots blocked. Picked off by South. Kept in by Willard. But he must have been just offside.
That soccer move from all his years of soccer.
But nice job by Ben Willery there, senior defenseman.
Yeah, and Jeff, he's with the Meakin injury, he has logged so many minutes and had to step up and has been playing unbelievable, Jeff.
And that's a hats off to Ben Willery because those are minutes now he wouldn't normally get.
Correct.
And he's gotten the minutes and he's done very well.
He's taken advantage of it. And the other one is Rader, also getting a lot of minutes because of that injury.
And that'll be hugely beneficial when sections come up because that's ice time, that boy.
That's experience against good teams.
And that's Cron will ring the boards, and that gets back in the box, and that goes to Leighton Olsen. There'll be a face-up to the right of Manzella with 7:28 to go in period one. It's still Eagan 1, Lakeville South 0. shots on goal is 7-1. They've had more than a shot. We talked about the accuracy of the shot take here, or should we say lack of accuracy?
There's no way they only have one shot on goal.
Derek may get 2 shots all game.
Yeah.
The way that goes.
It's been in our zone the whole period, practically.
Oh, there's that hack there. No good, no call. Johnny Myers now. We've got 2 good no calls there going towards us. We've got to be careful of that. And it's kept in. Shot wide by Rader. Goes to the point. Nice job by Byrne to keep it in. That goes in deep. We got some numbers now. Reif again.
Again, Jeff.
Great save, though. What a shot by
but a rebound,
Reif.
Jeff. Big another rebound. So, Jeff, keep that notebook going there.
Here comes south of the zone. Gets around. Oh, nice save by Derek. That's the second one of the game. Good save there by Manzella. Go to the point now. South looking, pressuring. Oh, with the chances again. Good save by Manzella. He came out to challenge a shot. Got the blocker on it. Lakeville South with some zone time. Zone time has been in favor of South.
Oh, absolutely.
For this first period.
And again, Jeff, we had a chance to clear it and didn't, and you know how dangerous that is, and we're just going to ice it.
They're going to wave it off. Good no call. The player could have played with his stick, lifted his stick up. Ooh, dangerous cross-ice pass. Asa was right there. Puck at neutral. Asa, good job by Tony to battle with that. He has the puck still with it. Good job by Asa to get that puck down and be on the bench. And there'll be a face-off in the Lakeville South zone with 6:02 to go. Still 1-0 Eagan. Shots are 10-3 now in favor of Eagan. But I tell you what, the overall play of the game has been more controlled by South.
Absolutely. And again, we said the shots aren't really accurate at this point on our side.
Ball controlled by Lakeville South. They'll chip it. They'll wave off ice. It was deflected. Willery now. Willery. That gets coughed up. Out of the corner. Saved by Manzella. That was a good chance by Lakeville South. And it goes to Lockemeyer. Lockemeyer looking. Lockemeyer shot. Back to White. Oh, White tried to center it. Couldn't do it. That would be no icing. That was a feedback from White to Willery. Willery now looks over to Cron. Cron could not get there in time. And that'll bring a face-off to the right of Manzella. 5:29 to go in period 1.
Yeah, and Jeff, we saw that again. Probably one of their most dangerous opportunities right there on Derek. Getting that speed coming in from that blue line. We've got to watch those second and third players coming in.
Well, if you're going to chip that puck, your team partner's got to get there quicker because they anticipated that, and you're right there. Now again, Lakeville South will dump and chase. Giving chases Willery. Ben Willery now. He gets tied up. And South with the puck. South with Byrne. Aiden Byrne now. Nice job to get that puck back. At center ice. Good support now by Lakeville South. They'll regroup in their own zone. And forecheck pressure applied by Eagan. But a nice cross-ice pass. Here comes South. They've got numbers. Lakeville South tried to cross-ice pass. Got blocked. They had numbers again. Boy, nice job by Byrne. Cross-ice pass now to Gibson. Cole Gibson. Gibson now looking for some help. He loses the puck, controlled by Lakeville South. Here comes Lakeville South again. They pass the puck well. They've got speed. They'll dump it down low. Giving chase is Rader. Rader gets hammered in the boards. Back to Byrne. Byrne, nice pass off to Wedward. Wedward now centers it. That gets picked off. Dump and chase back in the Eagan zone. 4:29 to go in period 1. 1-0 Eagan still. Lakeville South is and that's goal. Boy, there was no one there, and he had some time. Wrist shot, no chance by Manzella. And he kind of froze Derek. He didn't know what he couldn't commit to it too early, and it was a good shot.
Yeah, Jeff, he was cutting right across the slot. Nothing you can do there. That's just too dangerous of a place to let the guy all alone.
And again, Thomas, we've talked about that, but this period has been more consistent in that Eagan zone, and that kind of wears on you.
Yeah.
And Lakeville took advantage of it, and now it's a 1-1.
And they're getting, Jeff, it's like that second person, the support that Lakeville's putting in on that second or third after the first pass. Eagan's not doing a good job tying that up right now.
Control now by the Cats. They'll dump it down low. Giving chases Asta with Lockemeyer and White. Here come Lakeville South. They chip it out. Again, they got some speed. Nice job by Willer. Good support there. He covers up nicely. But Lakeville South is all over the zone, and they'll dump it in again, Thomas. More time in the Eagan zone. Cross-ice pass, can't get through. It does, though, but picked out. Well, there's going to be
another weak call, Jeff. We're going to get advantage on it on a hook, but it was a pretty weak call, Jeff.
Well, that's called in Lakeville South.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a week. That was kind of like to your point.
It was again another ticky tack. Again, to our advantage, but ticky tack. And Jeff, I think you got to be careful here. Just shorthanded with their speed right now. You got to be a little careful, even with the power play.
Well, again, we've talked about this, but that neutral zone has been owned by Lakeville South. They're entering Eagan zone with speed, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of take away that space. Now, Eagan with the power play, Byrne at the point with Reif. You got Reif, Byrne, and you got Johnny Myers with White and Gibson. Shot there, save, back to Byrne. Aiden Byrne, cross ice to Reif. Reif now had a shot lane, lost it. Kept in nicely there, Reif. Boy, that was a magical play. He had numbers there all against him, and nets off the mooring.
Jeff, again, you've noticed it a few times. We're getting rebounds off the shots, so we need to keep doing that, crashing the net.
Boy, Reif is at the point there, and he had two guys on him, and if he loses that puck, that could be a 2-on-1.
That's right.
That could be a 2-on-1. Yeah, because Byrne was down deep. South rings the boards. That gets chipped out, picked up now by Byrne. Aiden Byrne will regroup in his own zone. Aiden Byrne now with it behind the net. Johnny Myers will circle. Here comes Eagan. Johnny Myers. Myers now. It's cross center ice. Myers looking. He'll chip it down to himself. Good job by Myers. He'll take his body out hard. They battle, Myers and Gibson, and White to help. Still no control. Now controlled by Lakeville South, and they'll dump it down. Just under a minute to go on the power play for Eagan. 2:35 to go in period one. We're all tied at 1. Shots on goal are 12-5, but we're a little suspect of that number. Here comes Eagan. Aiden Byrne. Byrne now. He'll flip it over to White. White will dump it down low. They'll ring the boards, giving chase. They miss it. That was Rader going deep. Couldn't get it. Back to Reif. Reif now across the center ice. Reif will chip it low. He gets taken out. Here comes South. They've got numbers. They got a 3-on-2. Oh, what a play. What a beautiful play. Boy, that was a phenomenal play by South, short-handed.
I told you, Jeff.
And they have skill and speed, and they buried that quickly. So that was a initial dangerous shot that didn't get through. Rebound right there, and they buried it. So I can't hear it through all the music, but I think it's 2-1. Egan's still on the power play, but no chance by Manzo there.
No, again, we've got to do something in that zone with that speed, Jeff.
Yeah, they're hitting it, and we saw that right away after that first shift. They've got speed and confidence with that puck. And I'm sure that the Coach Taylor will talk to the team about that during the break. Is you got to be tighter with your gaps, because that neutral zone is wide open right now for South. And that's going to be an icing. So now it's regroup time, Thomas. You had a power play. You had some chances. Now it's 2-1 South. Minute 35 or 36 to go in period one. Again, the trick is just kind of stay your course, play your system.
Yeah, and we're going to, like you said, if we can get out of this 2-1 in this period, Jeff, and get into the locker room and make some adjustments.
Nice block there by Willery, I believe, got that block. But again, Lakeville South has kind of got their legs right now. Shot goes wide, but again, control now. Willery looking for an outlet pass. That gets to center ice. There's a potential break here. Could be a 2-on-1. Save! What a save by, holy smokes, that was a great effort by Reif. Saved by Lakeville South.
Yeah, the Lakeville defenseman fell down.
That is Cody Tyson. But I tell you what a gift that was. And
a gift, but we didn't execute the 2-on-1,
right.
Jeff. That's the thing there, right?
That'll be out of the zone. Must have been a man in that pushing the crease. Puck now controlled by Eagan. Back to Byrne. Byrne looking for an outlet pass. He'll get it over now to Cron gets that puck taken away back in the Eagan zone to go. Aiden Byrne looking for an outlet pass. Aiden Byrne. He'll flip to center ice, not deep enough, and it gets hammered back on the Eagan zone. Cron with it. Cron looking back to nice pass to Byrne. Nice break out to Johnny Myers. Myers now. He'll enter the zone. Myers with Rife. He with that short side. Great shot there by Johnny.
Just a bad bounce.
Beautiful breakout by South. Here comes Lakeville South with speed again, Thomas. Here they come. And you can hear the coaches now saying, step up, get that gap away. Puck goes over to Johnny. Myers now with the puck. He'll flip it out. That could be the wave off icing. Good wave off. Back behind the net. South, nice breakout pass. Good draw pass by South. Boy, they move the puck well. They enter the zone. South, flip pass, goes in the corner. 8 seconds to go. They're looking at out of the corner. No one there. Boy, it came out of that corner. Uncontested.
They've done that a few
rebound.
times.
Oh, that was a good. Boy, I tell ya.
Yeah, Jeff, we need to kind of regroup. I think we're fortunate to get out of that period 2-1.
Absolutely, boy. They've had a couple uncontested corner curls.
Yeah,
and they're coming out
using that right and hitting someone in that high slot.
But very impressive speed by Lakeville South. They moved the puck well, but Eagan, to their credit, is hanging tough. So after one period of play here at the Civic on Senior Day, it's Lakeville South 2, Eagan 1.
I'm
not sure. Do the chippers go on now, or do they do? Okay, I'm looking for the. I can't hear again with all the music playing. I can hardly focus on what's going on.
The band is just really loud tonight.
So now there'll be a little chipper game here. Hi, how are we doing? Nice to see you. Looking, leaning me out. Look, I've been working out. Good to see you. Now we've got real little chips. We don't just have chips. These are the mini chips.
They're the mini chips.
Are these like the potato nuggets? Are they even a chip? Are they like a? And again, I
don't even know how they make equipment that small, Jeff.
I tell you what I like about this, with the size of the chippers here, I love the neon pink tape. What I really like is when they're holding that stick with the opposite curve. So they got a person shooting left, they got a right-handed stick. It's neon pink.
Yeah. Well, again, Jeff, it's not easy to find the right equipment at this size.
Just to point out, the little girl with the K on her back is Killer Cron.
Look at this one running with the pink helmet.
Oh, I love it. I've got a pink helmet like that. I love that. and
she ran all the way to the net.
She's got the figure skates on. She's got an advantage.
Oh, does she
really?
She's
got the old teeth in the old toe.
Oh, she's got the toe pick.
Oh, that's why she's running like a.
You got a goal.
I wish I had that. Those little toe.
And the K on the back is Katie Cron, I believe.
Okay.
Her brother's on the high school team.
Okay, Killer Cron.
Killer Cron, I guess, or Killer Cron.
K for Killer Cron. And then
Killer
Cron is waving at her brother.
She's waving at her brother.
Love it. Now that is, how adorable is that? Yeah. How adorable is that?
Almost as adorable as you.
Well, I'd say it's way more adorable. But bless you for saying so. Thank God our viewership is waned right now. We're pretty just talking to ourselves right now.
Yeah. Well, Jeff, it's always fun, all kidding aside, look at the bench. I'm sure you remember those days.
It's so long ago I really don't. I don't know where am I right now. I don't know where I am right now.
Those meds haven't kicked in.
Yeah, a little hazy. A little hazy as old as them. Yeah.
You don't remember sitting on the bench.
I don't.
You remember, Jeff, back then you got all that ice, 60 hours ice a week, right?
Just work the Mike program, the dry program.
3 a days.
What else you should be doing?
3 a days.
Lift some weights.
3 days.
I'll give you a program.
It's just, fun to see how tiny they are. When they go down, it takes a little effort to get up.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
I was going to say, how much different for you
now? Not much different now. I know how they feel.
What's the
boy.
stripe on the top of the white one? See the helmet there?
Yeah, I think that's for speed. That's
aerodynamic stripe,
aerodynamic. Some kind of a wind-resistant stripe.
Stripe on the helmet there?
Oh, that puck's moving quick. I didn't catch the names of these teams. Did you, Thomas? I heard these are the little chippers.
They're the Super Chip.
Super chips.
Yeah, I can't make out those jerseys.
And also, usually, not to be picky, but I will be. we usually have some music during these games.
Wait, no, shh. Listen, Peanuts.
You know, I really can't hear anything. I really can't hear anything. You know, they make you work to hear, don't they?
It makes you it draws you in.
We're gonna make you work to hear the
draws you
music.
in, so you pay attention.
Nothing I like better than going to an event and I gotta work to hear something.
No, it's a new thing, Jeff. They don't want the distraction of music.
Nope.
They want you to hear the sticks and the skates hitting the ice. And, right?
Hear the toe picks digging in the ice. Yeah, there you go. Shards of ice flying out. Yeah.
You know that I don't know. The band must have taken a break because I don't hear them.
I don't know about you, but I can feel the energy in the stands. I can just feel the energy.
It's all the that bass, right?
It really is.
It's just shaking
Incredible.
the stands. Yeah. I know somebody that was very involved in putting a just world-class sound system into a building. It's amazing.
I have a real faded memory of that too. Just a real hazy memory of that.
I mean, I don't remember an event. We had screens, we had music, but must have been a different rink.
Must have been.
Yeah.
1 minute. Oh, it seems like an hour, doesn't it?
Well, you have that excitement, the music. It's just,
it sure does, yeah. Well, that distraction, doesn't really fly by quick, does it?
Well, you see, Jeff, they have like little children and babies on the boards. You can't turn it up too loud.
That's right.
It'd scare everybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
You got a good book on you? Read a little bit.
Read in between periods. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Get my blankie out.
Get your blankie. Yeah.
Hot tea.
Well, remember, Jeff, that if you look left or south, that was the library.
Yep.
If you remember. And
I do.
We're kind of going back to you can't have music blaring in a library.
Well, and as you know, back in the day, the Eagan Civic was the library for a while during the renovation.
Yes. Absolutely. We joke about the library fund for other things, but the library was here.
So they've carried the theme over to the race. I love it.
We just don't want to, keep it down.
Keep it quiet.
Talk quietly, please.
Yeah.
The future of Eagan hockey.
Always fun to watch that, though. Always good memories when you see
The funny part
those.
is, Jeff, we noticed with the little chips.
It takes a while to get to the tunnel.
They're scared to go through.
Oh, I don't blame them. I'd be scared to go through that group. I don't know. Yeah, that's a rough-looking group.
Yeah. We had a little girl that was at the kind of the red dot last game, and she wasn't going through.
I don't blame her.
And again, after standing next to my son, I haven't been next to him on skates. I would be pretty scared to walk through there too if I was that tiny.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a height difference there. Well, it's been special, Thomas, watching this little chipper game with it. But getting back to the game, I think they weathered the storm. I mean, I think the controls South had.
Yeah.
They are fortunate to be only down 2-1.
They are. They're absolutely fortunate. There were some really, really good zone time and just missed passes, and we've got to figure out a way to, as you said, you could hear Taylor yelling at him that we need to close some gaps and cause a little bit more traffic in the zone. It's just a little too open there.
Well, we'll be back here shortly after the first period of play. Lakeville South 2, Eagan 1. Jeff Burgum here with the Big M, Thomas Manzella. Be back soon.
think I hear Rocky.
Check 1, 2. I got nothing here.
Rocky?
Nope. Nothing?
You can't hear me?
Nope.
Hello?
Can you hear me at all?
I can hear you.
All right, we're good?
You good?
Turn yours up a little bit.
There you go.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back, folks, here live at the Eagan Civic Arena, period 2. Your Wildcats taking on the Jaguars from South Lakeville South, and there's going to be...
They're going to take both, fortunately. We're fortunate there, Jeff, because there was a check on Rife, and he retaliated, and I think the ref's taking both.
Looks like they're just getting one.
Are they? Or?
I don't see another one going around there.
No, I thought he was grabbing both.
Yeah, he said now we started out. We don't need this start to have that second period. Power play by South. And I'm sure Rife was a clean hit by Rife. I didn't see it. We were discussing stock prices in the weather.
There was a hit on Rife that was clean, and then he retaliated with a check from behind.
And you really got to be careful for that retaliation, because what happens, Thomas, 9 times out of 10 they get that retaliation call.
And that's what happened. So, and we're fortunate here to get 2 because it was a check from behind, Jeff, in the boards. So,
it's not empty. People are grabbing my cup of coffee that was on the house. So Rife gets a roughing by Rife, so that puts South on. They're on a first power play of the game, I believe. Oh, nice job by Johnny Myers. You thought that was an open shot.
Yep, has opened that.
So I'd be curious to see what Taylor and this coaching staff talked about between periods here as far as that gap control, that space that they're getting.
Well, and again, Jeff, it's hard because now that we're short-handed, right? Now
that puck was off of Myers, and then that's the wrong call. That should be to the left.
Exactly.
Derek, here comes South now with the zone. Built up and down low. Byrne now with Aiden Burns got some time and does a great job to get rid of it. Going now is Johnny Myers all the way. And Lakeville South. They'll regroup behind their own net. Oh, there's a giveaway. And that was a dangerous play by South. But now Willery will shoot it down. I think Lakeville South not real organized yet on their first power play of the game. And they'll leave their zone. Lakeville South now, cross-ice pass to center ice. They'll chip it down low, giving chase. There's Byrne. Now Byrne will go in the corner deep. He'll take his player out. Now back to South. South controls. Lakeville South up 2-1. Start of the second period. South shot. Nice block here by Johnny Myers again. Has 2 blocks on this kill. They step in. Good poke check there by Myers. Behind the net now, Lakeville South. They'll work the perimeter. Looking for a shooting lane. Shot. Oh, nice cross-ice pass. That was dangerous. From the net. Chipped up. Ooh, that's just above the net. Boy, that was a good job by Manziel. I think he deflected it just over the crossbar.
He did. Put the hands up, put it on the net. And I don't even know if he covered on top of the net.
No, I think he deflected it, but that was a dangerous play. Kind of.
Yeah, it was always when those are up in the air like that, you never know where they're going to drop. 33
seconds to go on the power play for Lakeville South. Face off to the right of Manzella. Aiden White, Byrne, Johnny Myers, and looks like Tony Ast out for the kill. Draw control there by Lakeville South. Nice pressure there by White. Back to the point. Lakeville South. Shot deflection. Oh, they have Manzella going the other way. Nice, it was wide. Lakeville South moves that puck very well. Very skilled positions out there for South. Looking. We had a backdoor chance there. Missed it. Lakeville South looking in that corner. Oh, centering pass. Oh, nice save there. Actually, nice block there by Asta. And that should pretty much do that penalty kill time. It's a very important kill by Eagan.
Yeah. But now it'll be interesting, Jeff, to see the 5-on-5, and now we should start seeing if the adjustments were made or what.
Big pass there to Asta. Tony's got some room. Tony Asta! Shot, save.
Again, Jeff,
good feed there by Johnny Myers. That stays in the zone. Tony Asta again. Asta.
Watch out here.
Here comes Southern. Could be a 2-on-1. Good back check there by Lockenmeyer. They've got some space. Shot. And again, Byrne deflected that again. Great job by Byrne. Here comes Eagan. Foot pass to Myers from Asta. Asta's offside, but good job by Tony Asta. What a shift he had there.
Yeah, that was a good play. Kind of wide open, Jeff. So I don't know if it's gotten more conservative. That's
well, again, Lakeville South had some golden chances, but good, shot blocking by Johnny Myers getting burnt.
Yeah.
And again, boy, they had some golden chances. Puck shot down low. We're even up now. Puck controlled by South. They can't clear the zone. Kept in there by Cron behind the net. Picked up there by South. Good forecheck there by this line. Yeah, Wedward battles. Now back to Cron. He'll chip it down low. Good puck possession by the third line here. And here comes Lakeville South. They'll chip it up. They do so nicely. Picked up by Willery. Willery tries to get that in the zone. And they do so. Here comes Lakeville South. South. Nice, beautiful board pass. South now with numbers. Oh, I don't know if Manzilla got that. I don't know.
It was a 2-on-1.
What a play though by South. That deflection must have been just wide. He had all the net. Boy, Lakeville South is relentless, but they've got heads-up play with the puck too.
Yeah. No, they have good vision on the ice right now, Jeff, and they're just finding guys that are kind of sitting in open spots.
Well, I'm not sure if Derek got a piece of that, but it was a wide open net.
It was a 2-on-1 that it developed down low.
But that one-timer, it was just a well-set-up play. And puck now controlled by Eagan. Nice job there by Byrne to Reif. Reif now chip it down low to Myers. Good job by Johnny Myers to feed the center. That got picked off. Now back to Gibson. Gibson had one breaking, couldn't find it. Shot behind the net, goes wide. Picked up by Gibson. Nice pressure by the top line here. Oh, Gibson! Oh, what a beautiful save. What a setup by Myers, Gibson, and Reif. That was a good chance. Here comes Lakeville South. South, big cross ice pass. They got numbers. They got a 3-on-2. South chips it down low, controlled by Lakeville. Lakeville now battling. They got Raider out there. Cody with his man in the corner. Lakeville South now behind the Eagan net. They battle behind, picked up. They'll give me a hold there. Raider goes down. Controlled now by South. They'll center it going home. Henry Reif. Reif now's got some time. Nice decision. He'll clear the zone and dump it down low. They'll give you a change by Eagan. And they're going to have an icing call on Lakeville South. So nice pushback by the Wildcats the last few shifts.
That was
good
nice
scoring
push.
chance there by Gibson.
That beautiful chance. And again, I keep saying it. Tyson's giving up some rebounds, but we're not there to jump and pounce on those rebounds right now.
Aiden White line out there with Lockenmeyer and Asta. Defense, you've got Willery and you've got Cron. Kept in there by Willery. That's going to be another offside. They kind of crossed the blue line. Puck in the air. Broke the plane. A touchdown in the NFL, but no such luck here in Minnesota State High School hockey. Season winding down across the state here, Thomas, today.
A lot of last games. Yep.
A lot of last games.
Last games today.
Here comes, nice job there by Willery, good poke check. But then Lakeville South takes it away. They'll dump his own, giving chases Cron. Cron now looking for it. Here comes Nicholas Cron. Good decision by Cron to take it out. Cron now crosses center ice. Chip it down low. Forecheck pressure applied by White. Well, good break up by Lakeville South. Here comes Lakeville South. They'll cross center ice. Cron will pick it up. Cron tries to dish it down low. Can't do it. Nice job by Asta to throw it back to D. Here comes Willery centering pass to White. Aiden White. And there's his own White. Tries to move it around. Good decision. Face off to the left of Tyson. 11-12 to go in period 2. Shots are 17-6 in favor of Eagan. I'm highly suspect of that 6, but I think Lakeville South has more shots.
We have not had a shot in this period, according to that. Which seems like there's been a lot of chances in their zone. Jeff.
So Gibson out there with Reif and Myers with Raider and Byrne. Draw control by Eagan. Raider looking now. That shot goes way wide back to Byrne. Byrne will keep it down low. That puck's taken away by Lakeville South. They've got possession. Lakeville South now Oh, picked off by Myers. A little backhand on his back. What an effort by Myers.
He stole that
Here
puck.
comes Lakeville South. South now in the corner. Nice job by Rader and Byrne to break that up. And Byrne now tries to get out of the zone. He does so. The good use of the glass there by Aiden Byrne to clear the zone. Here comes Lakeville South. They are relentless in that pressure. Here comes Aiden Byrne now with some speed. Aiden Byrne. Byrne looking. He gets that. The puck is poke checked away. He'll dump it down low. Behind the net, Lakeville South now. They break out of the zone very well. Here comes Lakeville South. They've got some numbers. They'll cross the blue line. They'll dump it in. Save by Manziel. That should be a save. Back to the point. Behind the net now is Rader. Cody Rader with the puck. He'll try to get it out. Nice job there by Lakeville South to keep it in, but now it gets out the zone. They have some numbers. Reif now. Henry Reif battling. And they'll do a line change. South.
Watch out here, Jeff.
Big pass there. Beautiful pass by South, but good job by Willery to help out. Ben Willery with the puck. Willery now gets poke check. Here comes Lakeville South. South numbers. Blocked shot by Byrne again. Behind the net. And no one there to help out. Centering pass. Off the crossbar. What a shot. Boy, that was a phenomenal scoring chance by Lakeville South. Had Manzella beat, but it hit the post. Puck behind the net. Now Eagan pressuring. Back to Cron. Cron now, he gets it tangled up. Back to Asta. Asta can't help it. Cron, nice job to keep it down low to Asta. And they get tied up with a whistle. What a glorious chance by South. He just let that thing rip, and
Jeff,
Derek Manzella, thank you, post.
Yeah, and Jeff, again, though, a great pass to someone sitting in that high slot all alone. Egan's having still trouble, Jeff, clogging that up.
Yeah, and he had time to tee it up, and there was no one on him, and that would have been a big-time goal for South. Boy, a 2-1 game to 3-1 is a night and day difference. Oh, here's some numbers. Lakeville South. Good save by Manzella again. Now Derek Manzella standing tall. Being called upon now big time, Thomas, here in the second period. Here comes Eagan. Johnny Myers now looking. He's got some room. Myers! Saved by Tyson. Myers really had nowhere to go with that puck. Had to take the shot. Good decision.
Just smart. Good decision. Nowhere to go.
8:41 to go in period 2. 2-1 South. Just when we thought after the first period it'd get a little bit more tighter out there, it's gotten more open.
It's got more open. We haven't gotten tighter. Yeah, we're just struggling with their speed, Jeff. Right, their team speed.
And Lakeville South, they really get that puck out of their zone quickly too. Goes down there with Byrne. Byrne now looking. Center that guy gets picked off, and they stay on side. And Lakeville South controls. They get that neutral zone. They enter the zone with speed again now, dump and chase. And pressure applied by South. It gets picked off. Again, heavy forecheck by South. Kept in with control, looking. They'll cycle it down low. Giving chase is White. Back to Rader. Rader now ties his guy up. Good no call. Centering pass. No, that's a knocked out of the zone by, I think that was Rader again. Good play by Cody. Puck is chipped down low. Aiden Byrne now with the puck. Byrne looking for an outlet pass. Picked out because it's going to be the wave off icing.
It should have been
Eagan gets a big change. Should have been icing. It was behind the red line. Here comes Lakeville South. They'll break it out nicely out of the zone. To Willery. Good job by Willery to cross that red line. Dump it down deep. They'll ring the corner. They gets it out. Here comes Lakeville South again with numbers. Short side, boy, what a setup that was, Thomas. You saw that come up a while ago.
Saw that.
Good job by Manzella to kind of cover up that top shelf. And they wave off icing there, so we'll take that as an advantage. And South will try to ring the boards. They kept in. Nice job by Willery. Can't do it. There's a break. Here comes Lakeville South. What a save by Manzella!
That was the best play, Jeff.
Remember that save.
Exactly.
Remember that save. That was a phenomenal chance by South. Manzella read it, and he slid over.
3-on-1. The pass got through the defenseman, one-timer. Derek anticipated it and just got a piece of it.
Well, remember that one, because that could have been a real big hill to climb going down 3-1.
And again, Jeff, we're just that speed again. We're really struggling tying that up.
Draw controlled by Eagan. Here comes Johnny Myers. Myers will flip it down deep. Oh, that was a potential chance there. And puck back to the D. Aiden Byrne now looking the cross-ice pass. That got deflected. Back to Johnny Myers. That's in the front there zone. And Lakeville South again. Thomas take control of that neutral zone. They'll dump it down low. Lakeville South heavy on the forecheck. Goes back to Aiden Byrne. Byrne now looks for an outlet pass. Good job. He finds Henry Reif. He'll deflect it. No icing. Goes in the corner. Reif now. Good job to stay with it. Henry Reif with the puck. Reif now. Good job by Henry to stay with it. And Gibson will keep it down low. And here comes Lakeville South behind their net. They try to get out of the zone. They do so. Can't get it out yet. Good pressure by Byrne and Eagan with the Reif now looking for Gibson. Johnny Myers nowhere to go. He'll shoot it behind the net. Puck in the corner deep. It's an outlet pad. Johnny Myers. Oh, that was behind the net. Look for that top shelf. Back to the point. Rader had nothing. He could not. He kind of handcuffed him. But behind the net now, good pressure by the Wildcats. They go for a change. Here comes Lakeville South. Go across center ice. They'll dump it down low. And Manzella has to hold on to it. Unfortunately, there'll be a face-off to his left. 5:27 to go. Period 2. Still 2-1. Eagan and Thomas. You got to say it. You know, again, Eagan fortunate to be only down 2-1.
It really is, Jeff. They've had so many good chances in our zone.
And they've had a post, and they've had a phenomenal shot.
Look at this.
And Wedward now, here's Wedward. Wedward now looking. Wedward shot just wide. Had a potential break. Here comes South. Their transition game is very quick. Lakeville South. Looking. They'll keep it down low again. They control. They cycle it well in the Eagan zone. Here they come again. They got numbers. Saved by Manzella. Boy, we've had a post and we've had a rob save by Manzella.
And net's off. That was a good save with his armpit. Save.
And again, it's that speed of which they enter the Eagan zone, and when they get in the Eagan zone, they cycle well.
Just
so they're controlling.
Once they get control of the puck, it's like they come at you with just constant speed, right? Is what they're coming off with. All of a sudden, it's a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1, right? It looks harmless at first, and then all of a sudden, they're getting good support, and Eagan's having trouble reading it.
So 4:58 to go in period 2. Still 2-1 South. Face off to the right of Manzella. Draw one. Save. That was a very dangerous save there. He was screened. They got the draw. Those draws are so critical.
He was trying to whip it in that corner.
And Derek saw it all the way and deflected. That was a nasty, nasty shot. Great save by Manzella. Draw controlled again by Lakeville South. In the zone. No one home. Another save. Rebound. Oh,
another save. Another save.
How it didn't go in. There were three chances. Oh, Lakeville South's got to be just scratching their head going, what do we have to do here?
He has no stick.
And there's going to be a penalty. And you pretty much have to. I mean, Lakeville South is
Eagan hasn't even touched it yet.
No, that
was kicked.
I mean, now they got a delayed penalty. So now they're controlled it. Now they got a stick finally. Lakeville South all over Eagan. And Manzella just not knowing how these pucks aren't going in. I mean, he's had phenomenal saves. South again. Shot just deflected over the net with his glove. Oh, that was a gift there of a touch. Boy, Thomas, I tell you what, there has been some opportunities for Lakeville. They have just got to be saying, what do we have to do?
Yeah, and again, Jeff, the only thing you can hope for here, because we are just getting dominated, is, as the hockey gods, you know,
And what do we see? You see a relentless pressure for 12 minutes, and you get a chip off the glass, breakaway score.
And that's all you can
I mean, it has been really incredible how well Lakeville's moving the puck. But a credit to the Eagan defense and Manziel, they're not standing down. But again, draw right there. Boy, I thought he would take that shot. He had a lane.
He had a lane and a screen.
Lakeville South now really buzzing on the power play. So Lockmar got a hooking. Here's a potential. Here's a potential break.
2-on-1.
Here we go. Onside. Boy, that was a break you talked about. We just talked about that. All of a sudden, you're down. You're killing the penalty. It's a 2-on-1 the other way.
Pass was probably a little too late there, Jeff. He was too far in on the goalie.
Now, Thomas, you mentioned that you felt that Lakeville South was one of the stronger teams in the conference. I mean, based on what you're seeing here, they look pretty good. I mean, they are really moving the puck well.
They don't have one dominant line, Jeff. They just have three lines that are just...
And they can wear you down.
Wear you down. And have really good team speed. And here they come again.
There's a good bounce here for the Wildcats. They were looking at some numbers there here in the zone. Here comes Lakeville South. They'll dump it down low. They'll try to get the power play set up. Puck lost, now controlled by Lakeville. Lakeville South now. Just under over a minute to go on the power play. Again, they set that up nicely. Deflected at the last second. Boy, they find that open player well, don't they?
They do.
Nice save there. It was a deflection there. Screen for Manzella, the challenging save. Lakeville South now looking around.
That's off.
Get rid of it. Again, nice shot by Aiden White. Just a relentless killer, too. That could be a takedown. No call. Lakeville South. Oh, he had Manzella the other way. He comes back quickly. Manzella slid over quickly.
He got
covered up that.
Just at the last second.
It was an open net there. Boy.
Look out here, Jeff.
Oh, my God. I don't know what to tell you because these shots are point-blank golden opportunities.
Well, Eagan was so tired, Jeff, they just backed into Manzella, and it was, kind of all of them sitting right in front of Derek and just shot after shot.
I mean, they're wide by, they have to be inches.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just...
And we got this power play feels like it's gone on for about 2 hours.
It has, and I mean, what a credit to Eagan. I mean, they are hanging tough, and we have seen it time and time again where now the team that only gets one break will score. So hopefully Eagan now will kind of get that break they're looking for. So Lockenmeyer's out there. Lockenmeyer with Gibson and Asta. So nice job by Lockenmeyer to dig. Back to Tony Asta. Asta in the corner now. They're mucking it up now. Good cycling by the Wildcats. Taking some pressure off the Eagan D. Back to Gibson. Gibson now looking. Cole Gibson. Turnaround deflection. Nice job by Gibson and Lockenmeyer there. For a minute 27 to go, Thomas, in period 2. And I tell you what.
And Jeff, there's no way we are out shooting them in this game.
No.
That's just not happening.
Well, and again, if you had stats that had identified as golden scoring chance or the amount of quality chances that Lakeville South has had has got to be at least good shot there by Willery. It's got to be at least 15 chances.
Oh, at least.
I mean, these are point blank, high slot shots.
Give away to Johnny. Front.
Oh, there's a chance there by Eagan. Back to Cron. Cron will cycle it down. And Lakeville South in the corner. Nice there job by Reif. Good job by Reif to his body. He'll cycle it. Can't do it. Here comes Eagan. They'll flip it now. Willery. They'll chip it down low. Less than a minute to go in period 2. End-to-end action.
There's been action, Jeff. There's no doubt.
And puck at center ice are picked up by Gibson, but it's kind of a handcuff. And face off to the right of Tyson with 37 seconds to go. And my goodness, Thomas, at 2-1 game, I think it's what could this? I mean, really, what are the odds? It's 2-1.
It just, Jeff, they've had so many, to your point, just point blank. There was that one sequence where Derek had 3 saves, but I don't even know if he saw any of them. Right? He was all over where he lost his stick.
Byrne gets a shot blocked, looked for an opening, couldn't find it. Now back to Lockamar. He'll hit it low to Asta. Asta now digs in the corner. Asta looking for it. Asta is a takedown.
No call.
Oh, Lockamar, I thought, had it. Here's a potential break. Nice job by Myers over to Asta. Tony Asta had a real strong game today. Chips it down low. Here comes Lakeville South. Oh, there's a little touch back there. Lakeville South is going to break all alone. Oh, you know what? You can't make that up. They had a breakaway. Manzella makes a save. The rebound's right there. Another Lakeville South player is about to tap it in. Manzella grabs it. And says, you know what? No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Just take care of it.
No, thank you. You know what? I'm tired of this. Let's get a whistle. So 0.3 seconds. Thomas, another 2-3 chances by Lakeville South. It's 2-1.
So.
We have been talking to the medical staff here at the Eagan facility because there has been question. The parents of the goalie are quite concerned.
Well, I'm concerned about Derek. I think they're going to have to restart his heart.
I think, Tom, again, for it to be a 2-1 game it's a miracle. It is unbelievable. It is just. I mean, this is a game where you take this now, go back to the locker room and say, guys,
take advantage of it, right? In the sense of, right, Jeff? Now you've got a chance to. It's still 2-1. Everything that happened starts all over in the third period.
It seems like shots have got to be 24 to Lakeville, 24 to Eagan, 35 to 40 to Lakeville South, and of those, 20 are from the high slot.
Right, or more.
I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah. So we won't get an accurate shot count till probably after this is all done and they look at the video. But there's no way that how could we be out shooting them, Jeff?
Well, we can't. Thank you so much for watching so far. Again, after 2 periods of play, Lakeville South 2, Eagan 1. We'll be back shortly for the start of the third period.
2 Raising Cane's baskets. And we also have a
Interview.
bag full of Jack Link's jerky products that was donated by Jack Link. So again, we've got 2 Raising Cane's baskets and a Jack Link's prize package. All right, guys. Oh, wow. You got 30 seconds.
All right. How you doing? Good. There you go. Hang on. Sit over here. Okay. This is John White, father of Aiden White. Aiden, senior day, John.
Yes.
What are your thoughts going through your head of a very special day today?
I was just thinking about today. I have 3 boys. This Aiden is the last kid going through the system. And I just was thinking, today is the last regular season game here in Eagan. I've been in this rink 100 times, and this is the last time I'll be here. And it kind of gets to you a little bit.
It does get to you. Yeah, it's a special day for all the seniors, the senior parents. Last regular season game. You'll have the home playoff game here. I talked to their kids earlier today. I'll talk to their parents. And I said, in the rare event your son would listen, and I'm speaking from experience, but in the rare event your son would listen to you, what message would you have for Aiden today?
You know what? I just would tell him to do what he enjoys. I mean, he loved hockey. He loved hockey throughout his whole middle school, high school career, and just do what you like, and I tell them that in college too. Major in what you like, and I always say if you do a job that you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Right.
So,
and with that, on this special day, you've been involved in hockey for such a long time. Are there any special hockey memories, any special memories with the hockey family community, anything that kind of jumps out that would warrant disclosure to Wildcat Nation.
Yeah, I always thought, I mean, the teams are great. I mean, I always like the parents. I mean, the parents are great.
Right.
I mean, I always thought, being with you and all the other parents before and after the game is just a great experience.
It's a hockey family.
Exactly, and my friends that I have now are my hockey parents. I mean, you have your old high school friends, but the friends that I have now, my good friends, are my kids' parents, high school or Pee Wee and Diana parents,
Right.
and that's who you grew up with. So it's really great.
We thank you for all your time you put in the rink. We thank you for the dedication of the hockey family of Eagan. We thank you for Aiden, and we thank you for that. And it's special, our friendship special. And go Cats! They got the game to finish out today.
Yes.
We hope for a long playoff run.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care.
All right.
Nice job. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much to Ricky Gaines for all his support, as well as thank you to Catholics for donating the prize.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's the.
already going, right?
All right, we're switching it up for the third period. Back live from Eagan Civic Arena.
I can't hear anything.
Back live from Eagan Civic Arena. Kerry Rayner and Thomas Manzella broadcasting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Great. Broadcasting the third period. Want to thank Jeff Beef, special guest announcer. That's not the last you heard from Jeffrey. He'll be back next year. We've already invited him to do the mom interviews, the player and the team manager interviews. Start of the third period. Egan's trailing Lakefield South 2-1. Derek Manzella had one crazy second period, a lot of tremendous saves. Currently, Eagan leads on the shot count 24-19.
That's very much in question at this point from everybody. How that we could possibly be out shooting them when that last half of the second period was
all south.
Scoring chances left and right. How we are at 2-1 is pretty amazing right now, and you just hope that South is a little frustrated coming out in this period because we have not been able to deal with their speed, with their team speed.
No. Currently out there for Eagan, number 7, Johnny Myers, number 9, Cole Gibson, number 13, Henry Reif, number 4 on defense, Aiden Byrne, and number 25 on defense, Cody Rager.
It's a discussion here. I don't know.
Yeah, face-off coming in the south zone.
It was a long discussion over a face-off.
Far face-off circle. Puck's dropped. Out to the point, Rader. Shot blocked in front. Puck into the Eagan zone. Rader gives chase. Dumps it behind the net for Byrne. Byrne picks it up. Intercepted at the blue line by a South player. Reif chips it to Byrne. Byrne carrying the puck, passing to Myers. Myers with a shot and a save by Tyson.
Kind of handcuffed him a little bit there.
It's number 30.
But again, I think at this point, put everything on the net. This is one of those games where maybe we get a lucky bounce and all of a sudden it's 2-2 and we don't deserve to be 2-2, but that could be deflating to the South team.
Definitely. Shot blocked out in front by Tony Astor's shot blocked out in front. Shot from the point, that was Ben Willery, his shot blocked out in front. Held in by Cron. 15:57 left to go in the third period. Lackenmeyer dumps it to White. Puck tied up along the boards. White gets the puck out to the point. Willery, shot blocked. Yeah. Point blank block. Cron picks the puck up in the Eagan zone. Dumps it for Willery. Really some great forechecking by South. South holds it in, nearly tipped in. Willery takes it off the pads of Manzella. 15:30 left to go in the third. Eagan trails. That was another dangerous play. Icing call facing.
South is very, very quick. There's a lot of plays that start harmless, it looks like, and then they're so quick to set somebody up with a shot or an outnumbered attack down low. They're a very, very good passing team, as we've seen, and very dangerous off this face-off. Again, we've seen that play carry again, like we've seen where they do a play off the face-off and they've had a couple really dangerous chances.
15:21 left to go. Eagan finally gains control of that puck with Aiden Byrne taking that puck, chipping it out to Cole Gibson, who loses it at the red line and picks it back up, dumps it into the south zone. Currently for Eagan, 7 Myers, 9 Gibson, 13 Reif. On defense, 4 Byrne and 25 Rader. 15:02 left to go in the third. Blocked out in front and up into the webbing. That was Johnny Meyer who blocked that puck. Face-off coming in the Eagan zone. Far face-off circle.
Kerry with St. Thomas won their game against Eveleth. I think Burnsville was losing when I thought I checked. So this is a big one if we can pull it out here.
Blocked by Manzella. Picked up by a South player. Still has the puck. Another save by Manzella. Puck squirts out of the Eagan zone. Picked up by White, number 5. Currently out there for Eagan, 5. Aiden White, 11. Tony Asta, 13. 17, Alex Lackenmeyer. On defense, 4, Byrne, and 20, Willery. Asta brings the puck around behind the net to Aiden Byrne. Puck chipped out of the zone. Picked up at the blue line by South. South dumps it back into the Eagan zone. 14:06 left to go. Aiden Byrne tying up his player in the corner. I meant Aiden White. Aiden Byrne's trying to chip the puck out. South ends up centering pass, blocked out in front by Willery. Tremendous play there. Currently out on the ice, 10 Wedward, 19 Olson, 26 Anthony Cardenas. On defense, 4 Byrne and 20 Willery. Willery picks the puck up, intercept the pass, and a shot point blank. Manzella gloves it and saves it. 13:26 left to go in the game.
And Kerry, that's another, right before that, not the last save, but the one before. They keep running that play where they put a guy in the high slot and get a really, really dangerous opportunity.
Thank you. Currently out there for Eagan, 7 Myers, 9 Gibson, 13 Reif. On defense, 4 Byrne, 25 Rader. Gibson with the puck. Oh, pad save by Tyson. Drop pass, shot and tipped by Rader. South still has the puck in the Eagan zone, trying to center it. Gibson makes that block. Centering pass, mishandled by South. Reif picks the puck up, takes it behind the net. High off the glass, out to center ice. South is going to stop that.
A bench shot to get a line change by Reif.
Icing called, so faceoff's going to be coming in the South zone. 12:35 left to go in the third period. Faceoff in the near faceoff circle in the South zone. Currently out there for Eagan, 5 Aiden White, 11 Tony Asta, 17 Alex Lackenmeyer. On defense, 20 Willery, 24 Cron. Cron keeps the puck in the zone. Oh, Cron gets upended, no call, point blank shot. Manzella tips it.
I don't know why. Again, they call a couple penalties that were relatively ticky-tack on us, Kerry, for the last couple periods, and how that wasn't a penalty. I mean, he got his skates completely taken out. And
Willery, he's been paying the electrical bills, but he might be missing some other bills.
Referee.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
The coaches are complaining over there, saying, okay, well, we get it dangerous because Cron went into the boards pretty hard getting his skates taken out.
I don't know how you don't call interference on that, but okay, whatever. Currently out there for Eagan, 7 Myers, 9 Gibson, 13 Reif. On defense, 20 Willery, 24 Cron. Cron keeping the puck in. Oh, nearly keeping the puck in.
Out here.
Willery with the poke check. Oh, top shelf goal there.
So, again, a turnover, and the 2-on-1 pass goes over to the third guy, and he puts it into the top corner, and unfortunately, that's a really, really big goal for South.
That was amazing passing for South. Unfortunately, that third goal of the game coming at 5:06 of the third period puts South up 3-1. Currently out there for Eagan, 7 Myers, 9 Gibson, 13 Reif. On defense, 4 Byrne and 25 Rader. South with the puck in the Eagan zone. Shot on net, glove save and cover by Manzella. 11:34 left to go. Face-off coming in the Eagan zone. Currently out there for Eagan, 5 Aiden White taking face-off, 11 Tony Asta, 17 Alex Lackenmeyer. On defense, 4 Byrne and 25 Rader. Where is the puck? They blew it dead.
It was under Derek. And that's off, I think.
That's maybe what caused the stoppage of play.
Well, he made the first save, and then I think the puck bounced out, but the post got knocked off.
Face-off in the Eagan zone near face-off circle. We'll do this all over again. Eagan wins the face-off. Aiden Byrne dumps it out to center ice. Asked to try to chip it forward. Intercepted by 23. Looks like there's an offside call. 23 for South is Brett Johnson. Face-off coming outside the Eagan zone. Burns going to take the puck behind the net. Move it out past center ice. Still with the puck. Waiting for Astor to get back onside. Joining Byrne at defense currently is 20, Ben Willery. Holding the puck in is Ben Willery. Hand pass, I think they're going to call it. Or an offside.
He called a hand pass, so it's going to come all the way down in the Eagan zone. Hand pass in the offensive zone will come all the way back into your zone automatically. Which again, Lakeville's been really dangerous on these faceoffs.
They have been. Currently out there for Eagan, 13 Henry Reif taking face, 7 Myers, 9 Gibson. On defense, 4 Byrne. Oh! 20 Willery. Eagan with the puck in the south zone. Myers dumps it back for Gibson. Gibson dumps it back for Reif. They're just cycling in the far corner. Myers coming back there. Oh, reverse. Takes his guy off his skates. Byrne with the shot. Pad save by Tyson. Kept in by Myers. And now back out South with the puck. In the Eagan zone. Reif trying to break it out. Willery with the puck at center ice. Dumps it into the south zone. Bench change for Eagan. Got some new blood for Eagan out there. 22 Ben Barbado out there currently forward line, along with 19 Leighton Olson and 26 Anthony Cardenas. Blocker saved by Manzella at close range. 9:45 left to go in the third. Has Byrne come off the ice?
Yeah, he's been out there for
quite some time.
Logging double shifts, cover ice time.
Puck in the Eagan zone. Finally gets dumped out by Ben Barbado. Back to center ice. Willery with the skate save. Still held in by South. Barbado has it. Chips it into a South player. Centering pass, glove save by Mantel. I don't even know how he saw that. I don't know how he saw that puck. 9:01 left to go in the third.
Yeah, again, they kind of keep coming down that slot area. I'm not sure how Derek got that one, but he flipped the glove out and caught it.
Currently for Eagan out there, forward line 5, Aiden White taking face off. 11, Tony Astor, 17, Alex Lackemeyer. On defense, 4, Aiden Byrne, and 25, Cody Rader.
There's a check for behind, no call. Walk out in front again. Yeah, nice score. It's just, Egan's got to do something here, call timeout, or it's just,
just
guys
to gain a little
just walking out in front of Derek right now.
Just to get a little composure. Fourth goal coming at 8:14 in the third period. It's now South leads Eagan now 4-1. Very strong Lakeville South team. Out there for Eagan, 7 Myers, 9 Gibson, 13 right. On defense, 4 Byrne, 25 Raider. Byrne with the puck behind the net. Out to Gibson at center ice. Gibson loses the handle. Myers keeps it in. Centering pass to Reif. Reif gets a high stick. Eagan holding the puck in the south zone currently. Reif with the puck. Centering pass. Tyson with the save. Puck gets dumped in the Eagan zone. Manzella has to make the save. Willie with the puck. Out to center ice is Reif. Reif carries it into the south zone. Eagan line change. Number 19, Leighton Olson. 22, Ben Barbado. 26, Anthony Cardenas. There's a lot of red out in front of the net. We got it, like you said earlier, we got to do something to push those guys around.
We're kind of just collapsing back into Manzella, and they're just staying up a little higher, and there's another turnover.
That's going to make it 5-1. That goal coming at 9:32 in the third period.
And they're going to change up goalies right now. And that is a mercy pull for Derek, probably.
Scoring for Lakeville South, number 10, Reese Calderon. Assist number 1, Jack Molinsky, and number 3, Brisbane Lemke. Calderon from Molinsky and Lemke at 9:32.
I'll tell you what, looking at this Lakeville South team, they have a very young roster. A lot of 9th, 10th, and 11th graders, so they're going to be a force to reckon with over the next several years. Timeout for Eagan. Coach Taylor talking to the players. Still 7:28 left to go in the third. While we have a timeout. Just want to make sure everyone knows Thomas Manzella won the Canes chicken basket.
Bank off the heater shot.
Well, it wasn't a clean throw. It got hung up in the rafters. It came down in the bleachers and
got an assist from somebody.
Yeah, fortunately for Thomas, a young man came up with the puck, threw it out on the ice. It wasn't even Thomas's throw. And ironically, Lori, his wife, ends up with the win.
Interesting. I thought they were going to switch up goalies here, and they put Manzella back out.
Perfect.
So,
all right, currently out there for Eagan, 5, Aiden White. 11, Tony Asta. 17, Alex Lackameyer. On defense, 4, Aiden Byrne. 25, Cody Rader. Come on, boys. Look. Head down. 7:07 left to go. South with a bench change. Aiden Byrne with the puck up through center ice and into the south zone. Shot deflected out in front. Lackameyer with the puck. Back behind the net with his Aiden White. Asta. He gets knocked down at the blue line. Centering pass. Too long for South. Another centering pass. Byrne smartly pushes that off to the side. Broken helmet there by South. The South players leaving the ice, so they're short man for a brief period of time. 6:16 left to go in the third period. Eagan trails this one 5-1. Currently out there for Eagan, 7 Myers, 9 Gibson, 13 Reif. On defense, 4 Byrne and 20 Willery. I'm not sure Aiden has come off the ice in the last 5 or 6 minutes. The moment Eagan breaks the puck out of their zone, South
comes right back in.
Dumps it right back in.
That's going to be icing.
Long pass, icing called, and face-off coming in the Eagan zone. 5:34 left to go. Eagan trails 5-1.
So, and Kerry, you could feel the wind is out of the sails for Eagan. You got 5:30 to go, but again, it was just so many chances.
South wins the face-off. Blocker saved by Manzella. Puck mishandled by South. Reif's given chase. He will not be able to pick that puck up. Willery tried to dump that puck in the zone. Icing is called. 5:11 left to go in the game. Face-off coming in the south zone, far face-off circle.
Byrne getting a rare break.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how long that shift was. It was a long time. Currently out there for Eagan, 19 Leighton Olson, 22 Ben Barbado, 26 Anthony Cardenas. On defense, 20 Willery and 24 Cron. South with the puck in the Eagan zone. Willery with the puck. Gets out to center ice and dumped back in. Cron with the puck. Sends it up and into the rafters and out of play. 4:48 left to go. Face-off coming just outside of the Eagan zone. Far face-off circle. Out there for Eagan, 5, Aiden White taking face-off. 11, Tony Asta. 17, Alex Lackemeyer on defense. 4, Aiden Byrne. He's back out there after his 30-second rest. And 25, Cody Rader.
That's icing, yeah. He took basically a breath.
They could have just had him come along the sideline
and give
grab
him
some
an
oxygen
mask and let him take a breath or two. And
face-off in the Eagan zone, far face-off circle. 4:42 left to go in the game. Eagan trails 5-1. Chipped out to center ice. Back into the Eagan zone. Byrne to Asta. Briefly in the south zone and back into the Eagan zone it goes. Point blank, Byrne makes a stop there with the shin pad.
Yeah, okay, they just keep cycling in front of our net. It's been that way the whole game.
It has, yeah. Especially in the second and the third period, the cycling's gotten more repetitious.
Turnover.
Currently out there for Eagan, 7, Myers, 9, Gibson, 13, Reif. On defense, 20, Willery, 24, Cron. Gibson shot blocked out in front by the defenseman for South. 3:33 left to go in the game. Eagan trails 5-1. That dude was sandwiched. South with the puck. 3:07 left to go in the game. Shot wide left of Manzella, and then another shot on net, and Manzella smartly covers that puck. 3 minutes left to go. Face-off in the Eagan zone. Far face-off circle. This is the last regular season game that Thomas and I will be broadcasting together. Shot and a glove save by Derek Manzella.
We'll have to get clarification on whether we will do the game, but we're not allowed to. As of last year, we were not allowed to do them live. So we will do the game, and then it's immediately after the game, it'll get posted up on YouTube for those that want to watch it. We're double checking because there were some rumors that the high school league might allow the first round or second round to be streamed, which then would be live. So we won't know that until midweek. But we'll get that checked out for you.
2:34 left in the game. Currently out there for Eagan. Forward line 5, Aiden White dumps it deep into the south zone. 11, Tony Asta. 17, Alex Lackenmeyer on defense. 4, Aiden Byrne. 20, Ben Willery. 2:19 left to go. Puck gets dumped into the Eagan zone. Byrne with the puck. Dumps it behind the net for Willery. Willery dumps it out to center ice. Lackenmeyer with the puck. Chips it in for an icing call. No call. Officials waved that off for some strange reason.
I think they want to be done with the game.
Up by Ben Barbado, who fans on his shot at high up in the slot. Cron dumps it into the south zone. 1:48 left to go. South carrying the puck deep into the Eagan zone. Tied up along the boards. Cron trying to chip it out. Finally does. Picked up by Anthony Cardenas. Currently out there for Eagan, 19, Leighton Olson. 22, Ben Barbado. 26, Anthony Cardenas. On defense, 20, Ben Willery. And 24, Nick Cron. Starting forward lines out there currently.
I was just going to say, Kerry, that we do know that we will be either anywhere from the 2nd to the 4th seed, which will be home. Who we play will be the question.
Rife with the puck in the south zone. Try to tip that to Byrne. Byrne gets hooked with 58.3 seconds left to go. They're calling it an interference, but he was actually hooked and dumped.
Meaningless at this point. Could have used that call a little earlier. So we'll end with a power play unless we score. But again, we've given up a shorthanded goal tonight too, so don't be careful with their speed, although it looks like the game's really slowed down carrying the. So
currently out there for Eagan, 5, Aiden White, 17, Alex Lackenmeyer, 11, Tony Asta, 20, Ben Willery, 25, Cody Rader. 44 seconds left to go in the game. Eagan is on a power play. .28 seconds left to go. Tony Astor with the puck currently for Eagan in the Eagan zone. 18 seconds left to go. The forecheck for South has been tremendous.
Yeah, all night long.
All night long.
Just relentless. That's been the difference in the game.
8 seconds left to go in this game. Game is over and South wins 5-1. Again, the forecheck for South has been tremendous in this game. I will say this: Derek had a heck of a night in nets. He stopped a lot of pucks that shouldn't have been stopped.
Yeah, it's always tough when you give up 5 goals, but he had a really good game. Could have easily been a lot worse.
Oh, definitely. Well, I did want to say thank you to your lovely wife. And
what did she do?
Well, she called me. Well, she told you to call me for the announcements for broadcasting, and I wanted to thank you.
That's right.
I wanted to thank you for putting up with me for the whole season. Again, we may not be done. Regular season is over.
We've got another game. We're still doing the game.
We're still doing the game.
Just whether
we don't know whether it's going to be live or not.
Yeah.
But I wanted to thank you personally for all the tremendous help you've been. I've had a blast.
Yeah.
I wish you'd come back for another 2 or 3 seasons.
So the seeds will be tomorrow, and then we'll know tomorrow night. Actually, we'll know tomorrow afternoon who we're playing. The meeting is like around 10 o'clock, I think.
And there will be a game on Thursday evening.
There'll be a game Thursday evening at
Most
Eagan.
likely here.
It will be here. It's just a matter of who we're playing.
It's nice to see Max Meekin out on the ice.
Yeah, and the target is that he will play Thursday, at least. That's what everybody's saying. So,
which will be tremendous. We
definitely
get him back in the.
So kind of a deflating loss to end the season. But again, a very, very good Lakeville South team. You got to give them credit.
Yeah. Eagan ends up overall record of 16-9-0. South ends up with an overall record of, I believe it's 18-7-0. Now, and just so everyone realizes, South is second in the conference and 9th overall in the state. Broadcasting live from Eagan Civic Arena, Kerry Rader and Thomas Manzella signing off. Thanks for joining us.